Let's go to Reed, Doug, come over to Bob, and come to Chad.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. Dale, as one of the drivers who expressed a willingness before the fact to talk about potential changes at Bristol, are you disappointed that you weren't consulted, and apparently no other drivers were either?
I'm not disappointed. I'm not. Anytime somebody does something or makes a decision in the sport, I don't expect someone to pick my brain about it or get my opinion about it. It would have been comforting to know that he has spoke to a handful of drivers that actually raced on the track this past year. But I don't know that he didn't. But I'm not too worried about it because I don't think they had a whole lot of time to do a lot to it. I don't think they had time to really dig the place up and do everything that they would love to do there. Whatever it is that they want to do, I don't think they had really the time to really go into it. So maybe it wasn't necessary to get with the drivers, and because we would have, our ideas would have probably been time consuming and more costly than they were willing to get into. So they on the track, they make the decisions they want to make. They made the one that they feel is best for them, and I support it. But I feel like that, the track will be similar, and the racing I think the race is fine. I think the racing will be just fine when we go back.
Dale, over here. You've never been a fan of the two-car tandem. So now that that's pretty much gone, we're back to pack racing and play tracks. How much are you looking forward to Talladega next weekend? And what role do you think the tandem might still play at the end of the race?
Yeah, I think to win the plate races, you're still going to tandem at the end. We can still tandem, and we'll develop and work on our cooling systems. Every team in the garage will work toward the same goal, and that's to get back to the tandem because that's the fastest way to go. Even though I don't like the tandem, it's the fastest way to run around a track. So every team in the garage is thinking and working and engineering toward how can we get to where we can tandem the whole race. And NASCAR will have to continue to do whatever they need to do within the rule book and what have you to keep eliminating that or keep that to a minimum like we had at the 500. I'm to be honest, I feel like that the style of racing we had in the Daytona 500 this year suits me better. I feel like that I feel more confident in that style than I do the tandem. The tandem is difficult to it's difficult to really kind of commit to someone all day long and knowing if you're going to work together and you're going to be going for the win off the corner, you're going to have to split it between the two of you one way or another. You're going to run second or you might win. It's just difficult to understand. It's difficult to really grasp that and and feel like that to you is racing. And at its purest form, to me, it's not. So the way we did it in the 500 was nice, but the tandem's going to win the race, which is fine to me. But I do like having more control of my own destiny and making my own decisions for myself, looking out for number one and my team all day long, trying to do whatever I can to put myself in position to win the race. That's really what I feel like I've been doing all my life, and to do anything different just doesn't feel comfortable and feels odd to me.
Okay, we'll go to Bob Popkers, and we'll finish up with Chad.
Bob Popkers, Sporting News. You talked about guys maybe not wanting to race too aggressively in danger of losing points and not making the chase, but you're fourth in points. You got a 64-point cushion. I mean, can you race a little differently, and would you race maybe a little bit more aggressively just to kind of get that win kind of out of the way?
I can't race any harder than I've been running. I can't run the car. There ain't a lap that I've ran to this point this year that wasn't ran as hard as it could be ran, as far as I'm concerned. I haven't, Brad, I read a quote from Brad in the USA Today or some newspaper this morning where he was talking about the aerodynamics are playing such a big role and that we can't even get to each other to really race. And he has a great point. You do see side-by-side racing, especially at short tracks and stuff, but on the bigger mile and a halves, you are kind of limited a little bit by the aero and the dirty air from the car in front of you still. I mean, that's always going to be a factor no matter what. There's nothing really that can be done to eliminate that entirely. So, you just run as hard as you can run. If if you get tight behind the guy or you just can't catch him because you're in the dirty air or whatever, you try to move around and find some clean air, move up to the top. And not every track provides you with multi grooves to run and try to catch somebody or pass somebody. And to really make a pass on a mile and a half, you have to have it's difficult to run right up behind somebody and just pull over and go by them. So the cars get pretty tight in that dirty air, but. I think everybody runs as hard as they can, and everybody's as aggressive as they want to be. I don't think we're all out there, being overly nice about it. Everybody's running pretty hard and pretty aggressive for positions, and it's just, it's the style of, it's the way the racing is right now. It's how it is, and I don't think that there's much that can be done to alter it, but I really don't see a problem with it. But I know I'm not watching the races; I'm driving in them.
Chad Leistico, USA Today. Can you talk about your in-race relationship with Steve Letarte? It seems to be uncensored, very honest, and he seems to be really positive throughout. Is that accurate, and how has that helped you this year?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been uncensored. That's just. But I think I've gotten a lot better since working with Steve. Obviously, Steve's not family, and you have to, there's things you can say to your family, and there's things, you won't say those things to other people. He's definitely made me more accountable. Would be a way to explain it for my, for the words I choose to use and how I choose to describe the car to him. He's not gonna, obviously put up with me. Verbally abusing him or the equipment, and I wouldn't expect anything less than him being a professional as well. So, I think we have a good in-race relationship. He does a really, really good job of providing me with information and calming me that we're going to fix any issues we have. I feel confident. I think too that he has fixed enough issues and improved the car during enough races to where I don't really get as worried about it when something isn't quite right. I know that the chances of it getting improved and fixed are really good, so I really don't even have to get in a conversation with him about it. So he's pretty talented. He does a great job. He's really on top of what his responsibilities are. He manages his team really well. So I got great confidence in him and his ability to orchestrate the weekend as good as I would expect, and so we get along really good because of that confidence between each other, and I think there's good trust there too.
All right, Dale, thanks for your time.
Thank
we
you.
Appreciate it. Good luck this weekend.